Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Hey, you know, one of the cool things about doing Washington Gun Law is I get to talk to so many lawful and responsible gun owners around the country. I really thoroughly enjoy that part of my job, but I also get to learn about what's happening around the country as it relates to ongoing issues that affect all of us. Today, and I do not like doing this because I'm getting sick of this issue, but we're going to have to talk about triggers again because I am beginning to see a pattern of conduct from the ATF that is a little concerning, and I think we all need to be aware of this, especially if you still are in that limited category that you maybe purchased one of these triggers and have not had to deal with ATF yet. So today, let's spend a few very important minutes and talk about the troubling trends when it comes to triggers. Okay, so the issue we're talking about yet again today is Operation Reticent Recall version 2.0. Now, I'm not going to go back and rehash all of this. We've done video after video after video about this crap, and I candidly am getting a little sick of it, but this is really important information because as we know, when we went through version 1.0, most of you, if not all of you, had purchased from Gunbroker, and most of you had purchased from one particular account on Gunbroker. And I was telling other people as they called me from every corner of the country, listen, if you bought from Rare Breed directly, there was about a 10 to 15% chance you were going to get contacted by ATF. If you bought from Big Daddy Unlimited directly, there was a 0% chance you were going to be contacted by ATF. And if you bought from Gunbroker, you probably had already received the letter. That was a very consistent theme throughout all of 2022. However, what I'm beginning to see now is call after call after call that I am taking in which people have purchased wide open triggers or forced reset triggers from Rare Breed directly or from Big Daddy directly. That's the first concerning part because clearly the ATF has become privy to data shipping records from these retailers to the individual end user. Now, am I for 1 second accusing either Rare Breed or Big Daddy of cooperating with the ATF in this investigation? No. Candidly, if I had to put money on it, I would say that neither one of them have cooperated in any way, shape, or form. But I do believe that the ATF has many other ways in which they could obtain data, including from shipping companies who have already proven not to be particularly Second Amendment friendly. But here's the other concerning trend, and this is one that I've dealt with very rarely the first go around on this issue, and now I'm seeing it with an alarming amount of frequency. And that is ATF agents showing up at homes without them ever receiving a letter, without them ever receiving any correspondence, whether it's in writing or a phone call, showing up unannounced, oftentimes not dressed anywhere close to resembling law enforcement, and demanding personal property. Now, I have talked about this issue before, and yes, we have already done this video right here. I'm not going to rehash it. You can check it out. Do you have to talk to ATF if they show up at your door? The short answer is no, you don't. If they have a search warrant, that's a whole different story. You're going to need to get out of the way and let them execute the search warrant. But I can assure you, when ATF is showing up at your home to talk about your wide open trigger, your forced reset trigger, they will not have a search warrant with them. Now, where is all of this leading? All of this is leading to what I am going to give as some free advice here about what I think you should do if you are in this category of individual. And who is the category of individual? The category of individual is you did purchase one of these at one time legal, now prohibited triggers. Whether you're in possession of it or not anymore is irrelevant, but you have purchased one of these triggers and you have not yet been contacted by ATF. If you purchased from any one of the traditional sources that ATF now has traced to, and that of course is Gunbroker, Big Daddy Unlimited, and Rare Breed, and you have not yet received correspondence, I do recommend that you call counsel and talk to counsel because I do anticipate that many of you will be receiving correspondence or having to deal with ATF, and you might want to get out in front of that right now. Now, am I suggesting all of you need to call Washington Gun Law because we're the only ones that can do that? No, I've never said that. I've never claimed that. There are many competent attorneys in all corners of this country that can assist you with this issue as well. I still stand by what ATF has always stated to the end user and what they've always stated to me and what I have seen so far. That ATF right now is at least stating that they have no beef with the end consumer. All they want to know is that the device has either been surrendered or destroyed. They clearly have issues with the manufacturers, but that does not concern any of you. Once again, are you under a legal obligation to speak to ATF if they show up at your home? No, you are not. Should you speak to ATF, let us remember that this is a law enforcement agency that is there to possibly investigate criminal conduct. This is not Publishers Clearinghouse showing up at your front door with a big fat check. So there is not a single attorney in America that's going to be like, yeah, go ahead and talk to the ATF. What could really go wrong there? So once again, if you bought one of these triggers from Rare Breed, from Big Daddy, from Gunbroker, you have not yet been contacted by ATF. My concern is that you will be contacted, and for that reason, I do recommend you contact counsel now and get out in front of it. Listen, as we learn more, we will continue to do videos. Begrudgingly, I will continue to do videos about this issue. If you have any questions about Operation Reticent Recall or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights, you guys should know how to contact Washington Gun Law by now, but if you don't, that's okay, because that information is right there in the description box. In the meantime, I do want all of you to remember that part of being a lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay safe.